more can I say?
Top Billin.
Hi, Top Billin. I'm always amazed at the amount of people who tell me to still do stuff on my man Fab Five, Emory Jones, in place of one Kyle Trask, who I thought had a very good year last year without having starters reps in the offseason. I'm thinking like, man, this is the first time in a long time the Florida Gators could come in with no quarterback issues at all. A guy get all the first team reps, right, or the majority of the reps, and build upon what he did before when he was not a starter, right? So a non-starter guy who had a really good season could only be that much better, right? But no, people want to see Emory Jones, my man Fab Five, and it's got me thinking about how much I love to watch my boy, the hacker Dan Mullen's team at Mississippi State and what Dak Prescott brought to the table, right? So what I noticed, right, the run game really took shape, not necessarily by him running the ball, just by the threat of him running the ball, and it's still within your regular sets, right? So what we're going to have here is kind of a pin and pull technique going on, going to morph into a T lead. But look at this. They always had Dak Prescott bluff coming out the back door, right? So it would really hold that backside pursuit every time. You had to respect it because there was a chance that he could actually do that. And then look at the blocking scheme, right? First of all, you're able to work with a really light box, spread them out, work with a really light box, and have a really good running back like Josh Robinson, and then Dak Prescott and his ability to actually escape out the back door and run a lot of the same concepts as well. And what that actually does to a team. You give Florida a run game, right? Get Dan Mullen a run game like he had at Mississippi State with the type of talent and athletes that he has at the University of Florida. I think it's good night Irene, right? I'm really bullish on the Gators prospects this season for winning the SEC. And, man, something like this, I could see how people could really like it if Emory Jones were back there. All right, when I think about the hacker Dan Mullen at Mississippi State, it was all about putting pressure on the defense, both horizontally and vertically, right? So it's not an uncommon thing you see right here at the University of Florida in the past two seasons right here. You got the stack formation to the left side, post-out combination going on here. And you have an unblocked defender over here to your left side being optioned off of. He's going to get trapped, right? So a G trap. But Dak Prescott, Josh Robinson back there, look how much attention is being paid to these guys, right? Another variance of a pin and pull. Got to respect Dak Prescott and Josh Robinson back there, especially Prescott riding this, right? Riding this in the belly of the beast. Now look at the overhang defender over here. He could be helping out on the back end, right? Worried about the pass, perhaps really forcing Dak Prescott to go elsewhere, maybe forcing him to go front side back here. However, he's caught up about the potential action in the backfield, right? Now look at him. You got two men on one. No bueno, right? Prescott with enough time sliding in the pocket. Post starts to take shape. Get the ball to Big DeRunya Wilson back then. Opening up the passing game as well, right? The threat of the run opening up the passing game. And we know Emory Jones has a really big arm. I know everybody's like, Kyle Trask can't throw the deep ball, Cletus, and all this and that. Believe me, he would be just fine with that type of deep ball, right, where you could just put it on him. But I do understand the benefits that Emory Jones would bring with the threat of his legs back there and forcing guys to really pay attention to that. And I know that's what Dan Mullen has worked with in the past, and I definitely see where people are going with that. All right, check this one out, right? They used to run a ton of option. This one going off of orbit motion. So you have to respect Dak Prescott's legs, but look what the hacker puts into this. Looks like you're perhaps some type of sweep. It's got option action to it. Now look at all the eyes. You have to be wary of this. Ton of attention being paid to this. Everybody running with the flow of traffic. Nope, not an option. Widens everybody out. This, my friend, is a tunnel screen. How gangster is that? The hacker Dan Mullen with stuff like that. Like, come on. Like, nobody's going to respect Kyle Trask doing this. Not saying that you can't run this type of stuff with Kyle Trask. It just is a little bit different when you have somebody who you have to respect their legs. So this is a great, very great concept here. All right, even something like this, with Emory Jones in the game full time, you have to respect his arm because you don't know. I just hate when they put this man in just to really be a single wing type quarterback. All right. he's going to get decently explosive runs. He can help out with the run game. But, man, he can't get super explosive runs because if I'm a defender on the field, and I know he's on the field, regardless of how they have it aligned, I'm still going to cheat towards the box because I know that he's going to try to run the ball 9 out of 10 times, right? But with Dak Prescott out there, as you see here, they have to respect the pass because this man was out there slinging the rock. Now look at him. Pretty much running a QB zone, picks his own lane, finds the organic cutback crease. Now look at him. He's gone. And I think Emory Jones is a better athlete than Dak Prescott. Not as big, not as powerful or anything like that, but definitely a more explosive runner in my opinion. You see Prescott taking it to the house. All right, check this out. This has to be 11 personnel. I would have to imagine LaMichael Piron is somewhere flexed off. And you got a G counter going on here. My man Heggie on the pull, on the skip pull here. A little bit of a pin and pull action going on. See Emory Jones, a.k.a. Fab Five, running to daylight here. But look, still a lot of room in the box. I know it's in the red zone and everything like that, but hey, if they really respected him to throwing the ball, you spread them out, you'll see a lot more or a lot less traffic actually inside the box. But I am eager to see this guy be able to pull this type of stuff out with lighter boxes. All right, same thing right here, right? Got a QB sweep. Now look at the men in the box here. They're gonna always be peering at Emory Jones because they're not really expecting him to throw the ball. You're just telegraphing stuff. I know the hacker's better than that, right? He's a hacker. He's a tendency breaker. But you got a QB sweep here. Everybody immediately rushes in. Imagine if you were able to use that, but able to use that in the pass. Tries to find the organic cutback crease. A lot of men in the box. Does what he can. He's a physical kid himself. Tries to make the most out of it. But we didn't see those 50 and 60-yard gains like Dak Prescott used to have when he was running to lighter boxes. And that's definitely something that I would like to see. However, like I said, and I tried to tell y'all before, I'm not biased in this situation. Like people say like I'm biased for Kyle Trask or something like that. Hey, I'm just about reality. The reality of the situation is this man did very well on a double-digit win team, one that's poised to me to take an even greater step this particular coming season, and he will have more weapons, right, as far as his weaponry within inside of himself, meaning he would have all these reps. That's what football is about, man. It's about reps, and it's about timing and getting on the same page with your guys. So he lost a ton of guys, but he's going to bring back a ton of talent as well. And then his own talent being able to be brought to fruition through reps. But I do see Emory Jones as a guy who could possibly take this team to the next level or a different level, right? It doesn't always have to be about infusing athleticism into something for it to go to a different level or to go to the next level. It can just be going to a different level. So maybe that allows Dan Mullen to really open up like he's done in the past, and that'd be that. But I don't care either way, man. I think Florida's poised to do big things, but we'll see, right? Ain't nothing left to it but to do it, right? It's going to be tough. Still got some very formidable opponents next season, whatever you can get. But you got to think Florida has one of the greatest QB situations in the country, and you couldn't really always say that in the past however many years. So, all right. But with that being said, you already know what time it is. Make sure you subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's your boy Murf, the Underground King, top Billin Sports, and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say? Top Billin.